Welcome to Not Factory Approved. I've been bouncing this around for a while, but I've decided to proceed. So I hope you find this episode helpful as I remove a door skin and then use a shrinking hammer to try and straighten it out. You'll notice in one of the first sections of the video that the front edge of the door has been cut off, and that's a bit of history. When the front fender was bashed, the previous owner's sons decided rather than pull the fender out, they would just cut the end off the door so that it would open and close. Teenagers. So, here we go. Let the adventure start. There weren't very many spot welds on it, but the one thing I do have yet to do is this bracket. These two halves, one is attached here, one's attached there, and it looks like they're probably spot welded in the middle. So I have to undo that, or this will not come apart. The other things that have to be done are the door lock and the handle. Actuator rods have to be removed because the door handle mechanism stays behind, and the lock and the handle go with the door skin. And the other thing is that all around the window track, you have to take out the window track that's here, channel, and then there's spot welds all the way along. There, one or two there, one there for sure. I can't see those ones yet. And then they continue up. There's some more up in here as well. The whole thing. And then this should be clear because the window is held in with screws there. So that's the next step. One front door skin. Lots of points. Not many on the outside. Not many spot welds. But the inside, this was spot welded. This was spot welded. That isn't. This, two here, two more there, one there, and one there, and then a few around the outside. And then disconnect the door handle and the lock. Now, see if I can get somewhere with this. If you remember what this looked like, there's a big pushed in piece here. I've still got some here and here. This was recessed as well. I've almost got that out. But now, there's about 1/8 of an inch crown there. And then this, a little bit less than 1/8 of an inch. And then this has 1/8 of an inch right here. So I'll show you what I did to get this back close to where it is, or close to being straight. So I used the concrete as my flat surface, and I do have a big I-beam. I could use that as well, and would get me in a better height. But what I did was I made sure it was flat, and I bought this shrinking hammer. I gotta clean this off. It's got some undercoat on there now, or soundproofing. I'll clean that off first, and then I'll show you what I did. So here's what I did to get this to work. Where it's oil canning, I've still got some there, because this is all getting flexed. But basically find the outer edge and hit and try and bring the metal in. So you're trying to shrink it. So you're shrinking, the glancing blows help to shrink it from what I've seen. Okay, still a little wavy. Still got the same bend there, and the same there, so I'll have to keep working. But it tends to hold its position better than it did. It was all caved in before It had 3 big ripples. Now I think I'm down to 2. And not as deep as they were. So that's the idea. I'll show you if I get it completed. Now the shrinking hammer works. I've shown that. I've still got a few little ripples here. There's a bit of a dent. Where is it? Right there, there's a low spot. And another one, there's a bit of a high spot there. But other than that, it's really quite close. Bit of ripple there as well. But quite minor. You can see the reflections. It's not very obvious. Of course, it will when it's on the car or the truck. But so the shrinking hammer, the disadvantage is that if you really want to work at it, you have to work from the back side. Otherwise, it will mark the metal, which will mean more filling. So backside, if you can get at it. Otherwise, there's other ways to do it. A lot of guys use, or people use, a torch, heat, hammer it down, and then work with a dolly around the edges. I never seem to do very well at that. But I was able to get this panel off, so I used a shrinking hammer just to see if it would work or not. And I'm no expert. First time I've actually removed a lot of dent with a shrinking hammer. I've removed small ones before with a body hammer by hitting with glancing blows. And that's the secret. You have to hit with glancing blows to get it to shrink properly. So I hope you found that helpful. And it's just one more way to take out low spots and high spots where the metal has stretched. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or even notify, or any of the above, or all of the above. Thank you.